over to the sink, and Flo moved to the side while her sister refilled it from the cold tap. "I hope our Mam and Bobby are well enough to come down on Christmas Day." "So do I," Flo agreed. Their mother and brother Bobby had been struck down with the flu that was doing the rounds and had been poorly in bed for the past couple of days. Flo and Joyce had taken over running the house, as well as caring for their mam and 6-year-old Bobby. "Even if they're not fully fit, they could come downstairs and sit by the fire on the day. I'm sure we can manage cooking Christmas dinner between us, can't we?" Flo nodded. "Of course we can. We've got some smashing sprouts ready on the allotment. I know how much you love them." "Very funny, Flo. I'll let you have my share. I'll swap you for—" Joyce began, but paused as the back door opened and their father came in carrying a full coal bucket. He was dressed in his blue ARP overalls, ready to go on duty, and had gone out to refill the bucket from the coal hole in the garden before he left. Closing the door behind him, he sniffed appreciatively. "Those mince pies smell lovely. You sure I can't have one before I go on duty, Flo?" "No, they're for Christmas Eve and not before," Flo said, mock sternly. "Mam saved that jar of mincemeat for months, and there's no hope of us getting any more at the grocer's if you go and eat them all before Christmas Eve. I only made them tonight because I won't have time tomorrow. Remember, I'm going carol singing after work to raise money for the Red Cross, so keep your hands off." She met her father's twinkly brown eyes, which were the same colour as her own. "And I've counted them. I know exactly how many there are. Just think they'll taste all the better for waiting for them." Flo gave her father a cheeky smile. "Fair enough. I don't want to upset your mam since she's saved the mincemeat specially. I promise I'll wait," Flo's father reassured her, before turning his attention to the hot water bottles standing on the kitchen table. "Are they ready to go up?" "Yes, I was about to take them up for Mam and Bobby," Joyce said. "Tell your mam I'll be up shortly to see her before I go out," their father said. "I'll just make up the fire in the front room first. It's nippy out there, so it'll be a cold shift in the ARP hut tonight." He went through to the front room, carrying the coal bucket with him. "After I get Bobby tucked in, perhaps we can have a game of cards while we listen to the wireless," Joyce suggested, picking up the hot water bottles. "Good idea," Flo agreed. "I'll make us a pot of tea." While Joyce went upstairs, Flo put the kettle on to boil and finished the last bit of washing up. Then she packed the cold mince pies into the large red poppy-patterned tin which her mother used to store cakes, and once more began to sing softly to herself, this time choosing another Christmas carol that she loved, "O Little Town of Bethlehem." She'd just put the tin away in the pantry and poured boiling water from the kettle into the teapot when the air raid siren started its loud wail, rising and falling over the Manchester rooftops. "Oh, not now," Flo groaned, her stomach knotting as it always did at the sound of the siren. They'd had sporadic air raids this year, thankfully nothing as bad as what London or Liverpool had suffered, but each one had been unsettling. The last thing their poorly mam and brother needed tonight was to have to leave their warm beds and spend who knew how long in a cold, damp Anderson shelter. The door from the hall flew open, and Flo's father rushed in. "Can you get things organised, Flo? Take the baskets out to the shelter and set up in there so your mam and Bobby can get straight into the bunks when they get there. I don't want them getting cold. I'll go up and get your mam. Make sure she puts on some warm clothes, then bring her down. Joyce can do the same with Bobby. We won't be long." "Yes, Dad." Flo's heart was beating hard as she got the flask out of the dresser and poured tea into it. It hadn't had a chance to steep properly as they liked it, but it would have to do. At least it would be something warm and wet to drink while they sat out the raid. There wasn't time to dither around if she was to get everything organised and ready in the shelter. With any luck, the planes would just...